Well, welcome back. 12 after 7 right now, and you're watching Carolina in the Morning on Fox Wilmington. And time to check in with Ryan P.C. Trimble for a look at what's been trending this morning.
Yep, good morning, and good morning to you guys. So, if you watch Carolina in the Morning, and you obviously are right now, you know that we are sort of a house divided by smartphones. Now, we actually may have a third-party candidate entering the scene because Amazon has just unveiled their first phone. It's called the Fire Phone. And it's a high-end, which means expensive, 3D smartphone. It has a 13-megapixel camera and this really fast processor with 2 gigabytes of RAM on it, as well with all kinds of other fun stuff on it. The Fire Phone will cost $199 with a 2-year contract, and right now you can only get it on AT&T network. Now, a lot of people have been talking about this phone because it's put out by Amazon, so people were worried that basically it would just kind of be a big Amazon app, know. And right now it looks like that's basically what it is. But the cool thing that it does do is that, like I said, it's a 3D phone, and you don't need glasses or anything. The way they've designed it is that it actually just is designed to give more depth to images and digital images and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat.
They had to come out with something different in order to even get into that market,
exactly,
I would imagine.
Yeah. I think smartphone market must be one of the hardest to enter because it's so saturated already. And how do you compete? To begin with like Apple and Android, but then trying to, so we'll see. But
yeah, and they'll see. Like you said, I was kind of watching. It was the unveil was coming across on Mashable, so I was watching on Twitter, and they just kept poking fun about, well, we all know it's a phone. Yeah. But what's going to be different about it? And that's the big thing now. Is how do you differentiate yourself in a market, as you said, right now it's iPhone or it's Android based, and what are you going to give me?
So it's 3D, and I don't know. I guess I'd have to see it.
Yeah.
See if it really makes that much of a difference.
I agree, and it looks like an iPhone, because that's the other thing is if you want to make it interesting, you maybe need to make it look different, but it just looks like an iPhone with Amazon on the back instead of Apple. So
you just wonder what the tie-in will be with their Amazon line as far as what you get as a subscriber, as far as the perks and the benefits to being an Amazon member.
I would imagine streaming services and stuff like that will be better on that sort of phone.
And they have their own, I believe they have their own music catalog service that you can use. So I wonder, is that something that they offer in with that? I'm just curious to see how many of their things that you can subscribe to and make your purchases. I didn't even think of that. I didn't
even think about that. But maybe if you get a contract or something, like now you get access to the streaming services and their music and stuff. So
we'll see.
Maybe. All right. Well, so we've been talking about the World Cup constantly, as usual.
Still trending.
Still trending. So it's time for Cup Date.
It's not going away. It's just like you said. It goes on for what did we say?
The end of time.
14 days.
To the end of time, or 14 days.
Yeah, something like that. So yesterday, one of the bigger matches was England, Uruguay, and now England's hopes of advancing out of Group D kind of gone because the team's worst World Cup start in more than a half century. Luis Suarez scoring 2 goals from Uruguay, including the game winner. It was a 2-1 decision over England on Thursday. Suarez getting the header there just before halftime, then saw that one kind of equaled out. Wayne Rooney's first ever World Cup goal coming for England. That would make it a 1-1 game, and it would go late into the night, the 85th minute. It would be Suarez again. There's Rooney. Rooney! Every time I hear the name Rooney, I think of Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
He looks like a guy who would be named Rooney.
Well, Rooney, Rooney's the go-to guy for England. He's got a brother that's first onto the scene that plays USL Pro Soccer, which is the same league as the Hammerhead. So that was the one that evened it there. But then Suarez put the go-ahead goal. So England has kind of taken one on the chin, and now back-to-back losses. They're struggling. We're seeing the major powers struggle. We saw Spain the other day lose, and now England's lost. And the other news that came out, Josie Altidore had the MRI on the hamstring, will not play in Sunday's match with Portugal.
We thought he was going to, right?
Yeah, so Altidore definitely out, Clint Dempsey in, and again, that match takes place against Portugal, I believe, 6 o'clock.
How do you play with a broken nose?
Carefully.
How do you even do that?
I don't know. I've never broken a nose, but I would think that immediately, I wouldn't say it takes it out of play, but
your headshots?
I was going to say, as far as headers are concerned, I think that's something that you try to avoid. But this is the biggest stage these players will play on. So I think.
But isn't it hard to breathe with a broken nose?
You get your mouth.
Oh, well,
can you imagine having a mouth breathe while playing soccer?
Yeah, but those guys, they don't want to sit.
Yeah, I would imagine.
You always hear the phrase, he's a hockey player. But we're going to see this with these soccer guys, that if they are physically able to be on the pitch, they're going to be out there.
Absolutely.
And they don't want to watch this opportunity go by.
Well, I hope he does well. I hope. Oh gosh, I just hope he doesn't. If I do watch it,
Yeah.
I'll be, oh God, please don't hit him in the face.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll wear, like you see the
Some
NBA players,
sort
like the
of-
Phantom of the Opera kind of
Okay.
mask.
Yeah,
where
sure,
Okay.
sure.
That would
It'll
make
absorb
sense
any
then.
kind of a blow. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, who was the NFL player that had the? Was it a cast? He did something to
Oh,
his.
a lot of
you just
people play
play.
the cast, and then they
Yeah.
just wrap it up, and yeah, just
Okay.
put me in.
I wouldn't. I would just sit. But I would do this newscast if I were hurt. I would.
You're a gamer.
I'm insane. is
Good
what
for
I am.
you. All right, we're running short on time once again, so Aisha, fill us in with the weather.
All right, well, if you're trying to cool down today, we're going to climb into the 90s once again. Taking a live look outside, overlooking Myrtle Beach this morning. A pretty nice shot, so let's break down your beach forecast for you. If you are heading to the beaches across southeastern North Carolina, we're going to see those temperatures in the mid-80s.